Good morning. Well, last night, just after I got off work around 5:15, it was so hot where I was at that Walmart in Wyoming. And so I ditched all of my plans, to do all the scenic drives. So I'm not going to finish the Black Hills scenic drive this time, but the weather for the next week or 10 days showed extremely high temperatures, close to 100 degrees, and that's way too hot for me. It was only 86 out yesterday, but it was a little bit humid and no wind, and with the RV it just got too hot. And so I just decided that I can't do, it's just too hot. I'm gonna have to run the generator all day long, and it's just not something that I choose to do. So I decided that I would go north. So I went north up 85, which I had no idea how small that road was. It's one lane each way, just nothing in between. It's an interesting place, but beautiful. And so I stayed here at Frontier Travel last night. But there was wind gusts last night up to 21 miles per hour. And so I asked if I could stay in front of their building there to avoid the wind. It was just shaking the RV like crazy. So anyways, it was a rough night. I probably only got about 5 hours of really good sleep. So I'm headed off now towards Bismarck, North Dakota. I'm trying to get to northern Minnesota. That looks to be where the temperatures are pretty nice. You have to be flexible when you're traveling like this, and so I had to scrap all my plans, and here we are. So more to come. Bye. Hopefully this comes out okay. It's very windy outside. I'm here in Bismarck, North Dakota. It was a very interesting drive over here. You can probably hear the generator running in the background. It's very hot here. I was leaving South Dakota to escape the heat, and I ran right into it. I knew this day was going to be very hot, but tomorrow's supposed to cool off. Got up to 100 degrees today here in Bismarck. So I've had the generator running almost all day since I got here. The drive over was bad. It was very windy. Gusts were up to 20 miles per hour. I was fighting the wheel to stay on, so just to stay straight. But I was going to try to go to Fargo, but I just couldn't do it. Too much wind, and my body was just hurting from the drive, so I decided to go ahead and pull in here, especially for safety purposes. The winds actually got up to 30 miles per hour today here in Bismarck. So, Lily, how you doing, girl? See, it's hot, but now it's nice and cool in here. All right, everyone, I made it to Fargo, North Dakota. Actually, I'm just over the Minnesota border at Walmart. Ding, ding, ding. I don't know if I'm going to stay here tonight. Oh my goodness, it is still so windy outside. I did move last night from that Walmart over on the border of North Dakota and Minnesota because there was some unscrupulous activity about 3 different times that I saw. So I didn't feel very safe staying at that particular Walmart, so I decided to come over here, which is in Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. It was only about 40 minutes away. The lakes really are beautiful here. The water, the birds singing, it's really nice out, and it's not so hot like it was the last couple of days. Okay, so I want to show you something I just came across when I was walking through the trails. No snowmobiles. It's definitely not Every day that you see a sign like that, of course I've never seen that, but no snowmobiles. Remember that when you go to Detroit Lakes. On the hiking trails, no snowmobiles. Look at Lily looking at them. It's going.
It's electric, and I'm just moving the pram into the water for a customer upon getting it on.
There they go. Good morning, everyone. Stayed at the Walmart last night and then decided to hit the road, go to my next spot closer to Minneapolis so I can get some chores done. And I saw this great spot off to the side. It's pretty big. It's huge. I mean, I can't even see too far off to the distance where land is. But what a beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful day. The Verizon internet connection is really strong right here, so I'm tempted to stay over here, but there's not really parking spots. You just have to kind of pull off to the side, which is what I've done right here. Lily and I could hang out here for the day and work. So I think we might just do that, actually. This is the park at Mille Lake. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but look, I spy a big fish. What? Let's go check it out. Legend has it that this walleye was caught by Paul Bunyan and Babe the blue ox after a 3-day struggle. Paul finally wrapped his line around Babe's horns and Babe pulled the fish out of Lake Mille up into Garrison Beach. This is Garrison Beach. Well, that's quite the fish, Mr. Paul Bunyan. Hello everyone. I'm here in Blaine, Minnesota, waiting for a package to come in tomorrow from Amazon. It's going to be over here in this particular area, so I thought I'd head south, almost into the Minneapolis area. I just got a news flash across my phone and said that there was a tornado watch, and so I immediately went online to look, and there's this system that's coming up all the way from Texas to Minnesota with some pretty bad storms, and I'm not in the direct line of fire, but close to it. I could just travel east or maybe southeast and avoid it. I'm not only concerned about the tornado, although I think I'm probably okay for that, I'm safe. But along with that comes hail and some really bad winds, and so I'm concerned about my solar panels and the RV, but I'm just gonna kind of watch it and see. I guess worst case scenario is I could run into Walmart. I'm in the Walmart parking lot again. There's Walmart. I'm trying to figure out what to do right now, but I thought I'd update you guys. Let me show you what it actually looks like. This is it right now. I hope you can see that. So that blue dot where it's pointing Blaine in Minnesota, that's where I'm at. But I'm keeping a close eye on it, and you can see this tail that's right here coming up from Texas. And then of course this red area, but who knows by the time it actually gets up to me. It doesn't look bad outside. It just looks like little clouds. It's late. It's after midnight and a storm has come through. We're not supposed to get a tornado necessarily, but the wind is horrible. It's raining really bad right now. And I just looked at the radar and a really bad part of the storm is coming through. So just lots of wind and rain and possibly hail. So I went and hid behind the Walmart, if you can see out here, because I was in the Walmart parking lot with everybody else, and all of a sudden, like, carts were flying everywhere. So the wind is actually going from this direction over here, from the left to the right. And this is the back of the Walmart, and I was in the front of Walmart, so the wind was going that direction and all the carts were headed that direction too. So I quickly jumped up. I stayed fully clothed even though I was in bed because I had a feeling I might have to move. And in case anything bad happened, I could run into Walmart really quick. But I think we'll be fine. We're just got to get through this one part of this thunderstorm and we'll be okay. But needless to say, ooh, it's rocking. Okay, bye. Good morning, everyone. It wasn't too bad. I mean, it was some pretty bad storms that came through. Just after midnight, I ended up, as you know, I took the RV around the backside of Walmart and found kind of a safe place to hide out from the wind and the rain that was kind of going sideways, and that helps a lot, but it was still pretty bad right there. And then shortly thereafter, I looked across and I saw Lowe's, and they have that huge awning that people can pull under, and I was like, oh my god, I'm going over there. So I quickly went over there, and so I was protected in case there was any hail, and I was just like not very far at all from Walmart if I had to jump in, you know, grab all my stuff and jump in if there was a tornado. But it was an interesting night, and I'm very tired. So yeah, all is well, but I guess that's part of RV living, right? You're definitely one with the weather.
You ready to go, Lily? You ready to go for a ride?
Well, I made it over here to Walmart, just off of North 35 going up to Duluth, Minnesota. My goal is to be in Duluth tomorrow so that Saturday and over the weekend I could head up to the scenic highway starts in Duluth that hugs the lake. So I'll be taking that over the weekend and then staying in hopefully some beautiful spots. I've been, you know, at Walmart for, gosh, I don't know how long now. I feel like forever. But it's been a crazy I feel like it's been 2 weeks since I left South Dakota, went to North Dakota, headed into Minnesota, and this whole last week in Minnesota I've just been doing errands. We're headed up to some beauty this weekend, doing some scenic drives. So anyways, Lily and I are going to sleep. It's been a long day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Join me in the next video where I complete quest number 8 on the North Shore Scenic Route along Lake Ontario and visit historic lighthouses along the way. And as always, if you like what you're seeing, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment below, and like and share my videos. Thank you.
My perspective of this image is